welcome back everyone to the interview section. As usual, we get to talk to different people in different industries. We get to hear the story, how they got to that specific field that they're trying to pursue, and we get to know them even better. So, hi, Anderson.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm great.
First of all, you have a nice stage name. I think is that your stage name?
It's a nickname.
It's a nickname.
It's a
Yes.
long story.
Nickname. Tell us how it came about.
Please summarize it.
I thought it was Anderson Park, because I had Anderson. I'm like, is it Anderson?
Okay, so what happened is they named my name is Adolata, which was the firstborn of my dad, and she died. So he named me after her. And my cousins didn't like the name very much. They were like, it's a little bit outdated, but they wanted me to keep the name. So there was this movie I used to like. I don't know if you remember Matrix.
Yes.
I was a kid, a baby. And they named me after that movie because I couldn't sleep without watching it.
Are you serious? Wow.
And the name stuck.
That's a beautiful name. So Anderson?
Anderson.
Okay.
And then we were French-speaking people. So we overdid it.
With the E at
the end. We put double N-E. I was like, we overdid it, but it worked.
Yeah, it worked. It definitely did work. So tell us more about yourself. You personally as an artist.
As an artist, I am a singer-songwriter, but I'm also a storyteller. I have done acting, theater, almost everything. And what else to say? I'm born and raised in Rwanda. And it's something I love to do. I'm an artist.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when did this passion of yours begin?
Wow, ever since I was a kid, I was always annoying people. I was either singing, doing poetry, repeating what we'd learned in class. So ever since I was a baby.
Is this something that you inherited, or was it just a natural talent that nobody in your family has?
That took time for me to know. I thought I was the only one, and I used to, like my mom used to call me Sagihove. I used to think that was an insult, but it's not. It was my Kinyarwanda back then was not good. But then I found out that I had an aunt who was extra.
That's nice. That's beautiful.
So, yeah, I guess it's inherited.
So in this industry, being a lady who is, a storyteller and a musician, a singer and also a songwriter is not something common. We only see people who can sing and write, but not, specifically being storytellers. Yeah. So tell us how you deal with this. Is it an advantage or is it a disadvantage to you? How do you juggle with it?
It is definitely an advantage because at first I didn't start with music because I was shy. I get, stage fright is real with me. Yeah. When it comes to singing, when it comes to talking, acting, it's so easy. Yeah. But when it comes to singing, I'm more sensitive. So I started more with acting, theater, and then it built up with my songwriting. It really, when you do storytelling, it becomes very easy to write songs. So that one was a plus for me.
Yeah, indeed it was
that's,
a plus.
That's beautiful. Yeah. So when did you, because you started out as a storyteller, doing the acting and poetry, when did you finally build the guts to start your music career? Okay,
so that one happened. I always sang and I always acted, but and danced. Traditional, but I didn't feel comfortable enough to go in the studio. Then I was in class, I was around P6, and there was a friend of mine who was called Chase. He's a rapper. He used to rap then, and he had rapped, and then he would put Jene Aiko on the hook. Okay. And I was listening to it, I'm like, I can do that. You don't need to use other people's songs. I can do that. And he was like, you sure? And he's like, yeah. So he took me to this home studio. Scary place to go. We need pictures. And I got there. I was so shy. I was so scared. I couldn't write. So he had to write for me this first song. And we ended up making a group.
With him.
With him. And another one. We were two boys, and I was the only girl who did the hook. And it was called Painkillers. And I kept going to the studio. It was not easy because at first my family didn't understand. They were like, you can do better. Why that? And I just couldn't stop. But I kept going to the studio, different studios, and I was sure, I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah.
Great. So after going to the studio, how many songs do you have so far?
Released, I have 4 songs that are released now.
Okay.
But so far, it's me.
Really?
Many that are just not released
Yes,
yet.
so we have one of the songs, Since. Let's
Yes.
first take a look at it and then we'll be right back to talk about the whole storyline.
Someone tell me what her sins were.
You blame my dress, my nights, my girls. You blame my taste, my brains, my friends. He's never the one to blame, no. He's never the one to blame, no. You blame my dress, my nights, my girls. You blame my taste, my brains, my friends. He's never the one to blame, no. He's never the one to blame, no.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Yeah, it's
song.
really beautiful.
I'm dying to know the
Thank
story.
you.
What is the story behind it? What inspired it?
So this song, Anger, inspired the song. I saw on Twitter there was a baby that was raped, and they had posted pictures, and they were telling, at that time, there was this hashtag that was called "Men Are Trash" that was trending, and the person has said, how do we say men are not trash if we have men that are raping children? I was not able to watch the pictures because I was too angry at it, and I kept the anger for a long time, for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. Then I met the producer Last, and he was like, I have something for you. We've been trying to work together, and it was just not happening. So he made me hear what he had created. I put down it was so easy for me to write because it was hard on me and had been carrying it, and I just didn't know what to do with the anger I was feeling. So I wrote the song, we produced it, and later on, a beautiful lady called Feline, who has been really my partner throughout the whole video, because this song, I did it last year, came out 2020, but I just didn't know how to get the video done. It was a lot of things happening, and I wanted it to be done right. I wanted the story to be told right. So Feline, we talked, and I asked her for her support, and she helped me. She was the creative director of the video, and she became a mentor, because this is a heavy subject. So as an artist, it's not always easy to find the right way to showcase what's happening without being insensitive, to people. So I was like, I don't want to see a child in the video, because I also don't want kids to watch the video and be scared. But at the same time, I want them to see or understand what I'm trying to say. So we brainstormed, we went through a lot to get to that specific video, and it happened. The song came out, and really proud that it's 1 year now.
Yeah.
Yes, and it has a beautiful message, and even though the story is sad, at least you got to portray what your emotions and what other people must have been going through when they heard about that story, and at least it also raises awareness to such kind of violence against kids, rapists, and to show that we know that they exist and we are watching them and we are trying to protect the kids out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're around. They're not somewhere. They're in our
Exactly.
homes. They're
Exactly.
they're everywhere. They're uncles. They're cousins. There are people that are around children, women. They're there. They're not somewhere we don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
definitely.
yeah.
And we should appreciate you, because it's what an artist should do, as in telling people not only about love or about anything else, but also speaking out for people who cannot speak for themselves is really something good. So I'm wondering, the 4 songs that you said were out, and even plus this one, it's in English, and
Yes.
you tell us if the 3 songs the 3 songs are also in English, and you tell me the target audience that you have with the Rwandese people who probably some of them cannot understand
Yes.
full English song. Tell me about it and why you chose it.
I didn't specifically choose. So this is the thing. As you all know, I grew up here. I was born and raised here. And I went to schools where we were not allowed to speak in Kinyarwanda. Funny stories, getting bitten,
Yeah.
wearing these scary ass things they used to
And
make
the
us
socks,
wear,
yeah.
and the socks and all that. That has affected me a lot, because as a songwriter, you need to be comfortable to be able to express what you want to say. But because my Kinyarwanda is just, I can speak, it's good, but artistically, I'm still learning. It's a whole journey. It made me sad that I couldn't write Sins in Kinyarwanda because I specifically wanted to write it for that little girl. But I didn't know how to put it in Kinyarwanda. I couldn't. I'm still learning, and the other songs I was telling you that are still in the studio, we're working in writing in Kinyarwanda. I'm having a lot of help, people helping me. They're like, no, that's not right, that doesn't make sense. And it's a journey for me. So these 4 songs, I did go through a period of time where I was like, why am I doing this if no one is going to hear my music? But I was like, you know what, let me allow it to be a journey. Let me allow it to be a journey, because I know in December I'll be releasing songs in Kinyarwanda. So I'm like, let me just allow it to flow. So I started with English because I was more comfortable writing.
Okay. Yes. So thank you so much for being with us. We're out of time, but you are a powerful artist, and you should keep shining the light on those that need to hear your voice, to hear your message, and we cannot wait to hear more of your music because it's definitely touching souls, as we can see.
Can we please just have a vocals, like maybe 30 seconds in another song, please?
In another song? Okay, there's another one I have. It's called Easy. It's about self-love, and I wrote it also in this pandemic. It should be easy, loving yourself. Yeah, it should come natural, being kind to yourself. But then we grow up, we dying pleasing the rest. We're feeling haunted by no, we're just saying no. Well, then we grow up. We're dying pleasing the rest. We're feeling haunted by no. We're just saying no. It should be easy.
It's really nice.
It should be easy.
Yes, that's a beautiful message. I can't wait to hear more of your music. It definitely is meaningful.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well. Where can people get your
nice.
music and your social media platforms?
Yes, my music on YouTube, Anderson, Spotify, Anderson, really any streaming platform. But then my socials, Anderson again, everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. And the username is The Anderson.
All right.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us. And we can't wait to have you again.
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So we have more on the show. Take a look at more of her music on her different social media platforms.
Yes.
And we'll be right back with more on the showbiz.